Have you ever posted something online and then spent the next hour refreshing your screen, hoping, maybe even praying for those likes to start rolling in? Maybe you told yourself it wasn't a big deal. Maybe you said you were just checking. But deep down, you were waiting for that tiny hit of validation, that small sign that someone out there noticed you. If yes, then welcome. You're not alone. Millions of us have been there, caught in that strange space between excitement and anxiety, between wanting to be seen and fearing that no one will. Because that moment, that simple act of refreshing your phone, is more revealing than we think. It's the first step into a world where numbers begin to shape our confidence, where hearts and thumbs up icons start to influence how we feel about ourselves. A world where being enough quietly becomes tied to how well our posts perform. Today, this isn't just another discussion about social media. This is a story about the real cost of chasing popularity online. A cost that doesn't show up on your screen, a cost that most people don't notice until they're already paying it with their time, their peace, and sometimes even their identity. 13. The beginning. When it feels harmless. Most of us didn't start using social media to be popular. We joined because it was fun, a place to share, connect, laugh, scroll, and sometimes argue with strangers we'll never meet. But slowly, almost invisibly, that harmless habit becomes something else. You post a photo, you get 20 likes. It feels good. You post again. This time only 8 likes. And suddenly you're thinking, what did I do wrong? Why did they like that one but not this one? And this is where the chase begins. 12. Popularity online is a moving target. The thing about online popularity is, it never stays still. Maybe one day your video gets 10,000 views. The next day your new video gets 800. And instead of celebrating the first one, you panic about the second. Chasing popularity online is like running on a treadmill where someone keeps increasing the speed. You never feel like you've done enough. And no matter how fast you go, the finish line keeps moving. And the biggest mistake is thinking, just one more viral post, then I'll feel good. Spoiler, you won't. Because social media doesn't reward you for consistency. It rewards you for staying hungry. 11. The algorithm doesn't love you. It uses you. This is the part nobody wants to talk about. We think we're building an audience, we think we're building a platform, but in reality, the algorithm is building us. It trains us what to post. It trains us when to post. It shows us what works, what doesn't, what gets attention, and what gets buried. And without even realizing it, you start posting for the algorithm, not for yourself. You start thinking, will this perform well? Will this get shares? Is this content enough? You stop living life and start producing life, because that's what the algorithm wants, a never-ending supply of you. 10. The price. Your identity begins to blur. One of the biggest hidden costs of chasing popularity online is losing track of who you actually are. You don't post what makes you happy. You post what gets attention. You don't say what you truly think. You say what you think people will like. You're no longer living your life, you're performing it. And yes, people start noticing you. The likes go up, the views rise, the comments multiply. But here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not you they're liking. It's the version of you that you manufactured. And eventually, that version becomes a prison. 9. Comparison, the silent killer. No matter how successful you get online, there will always be someone doing better. Someone younger, someone prettier, someone funnier, someone richer, someone lucky enough to have their video pushed by the algorithm today instead of you. And comparison turns into obsession. You start checking their views, their followers, their comments, their growth, their perfect life, and every comparison is a punch to your self-esteem. No matter how good you are, you always feel behind. 8. The emotional tax nobody talks about. There's a special kind of sadness that comes from living your life in public. People see your posts, but they don't see your loneliness. They see your smiles, but they don't see how long you spent trying to get the perfect shot. They see your confidence, but they don't see the anxiety that hits when your video flops. Chasing popularity online costs you sleep, focus, mental health, real relationships, peace of mind, and slowly, you start to disappear behind the screen. 7. The need for approval becomes addictive. Every time someone likes our post, the brain releases a small hit of dopamine, the same chemical we get from gambling or eating junk food. And the more hits we get, the more we want. It becomes a cycle. Post something, wait for validation, feel good, feel empty, post again. And this cycle never stops. If you really think about it, social media doesn't just steal your attention. It steals your ability to validate yourself. You depend on strangers more than your own sense of worth. That's the real addiction. 6. The loneliness behind the screen. One of the saddest ironies of chasing online popularity is that the more connected you become, the lonelier you feel. Millions of people might know your name, but no one really knows you. And even worse, you start feeling like you don't deserve real friendships unless you're successful online. You tie your value to your follower count. You measure your worth in views, and the people around you start feeling less real than the people behind the screen. It's emotional isolation disguised as social success. 5. The fear of disappearing. The more popular you become, the more terrifying it feels to lose it. Creators talk about this all the time. What if my audience leaves? What if my next video fails? What if the algorithm changes? And when your identity is tied to your popularity, even a small dip feels like the end of the world. It becomes a constant fear, the fear of disappearing. And that fear keeps you posting, even when you're exhausted, even when you're unhappy, even when you need a break, because the internet doesn't wait. 4. The biggest cost. Your real life slips away. The real cost of chasing popularity online isn't time. It isn't creativity. It isn't even mental health. It's the life you could have lived, the moments you didn't enjoy because you were too busy capturing them, the conversations you missed because you were checking your notifications, the passions you abandoned because they weren't viral enough, the people you lost because you were always online. We spend so much time trying to be seen by the world that we forget the world right in front of us. 3. So, is it worth it? This doesn't mean social media is bad, or that popularity is meaningless, or that wanting recognition makes you weak. Wanting to be seen is human. Wanting a community is human. Wanting connection is human. But the moment you start chasing popularity instead of purpose, you lose both. And that's the turning point. 2. The way out. Redefine what success means. If you're tired of chasing popularity online, here's something nobody ever tells you. You're allowed to stop running. You're allowed to post less, post slowly, post without pressure, post what you love, post what feels true. You're allowed to enjoy life without documenting every second of it. You're allowed to create without obsessing over numbers. You're allowed to exist without performing. Because popularity is temporary, but authenticity lasts. And in the long run, the people who stay with you are the ones who value your truth, not your trends. 1. Final message. You're more than your online reflection. Let me leave you with this. You are not your follower count. You are not your likes. You are not your views. You are not the algorithm's favorite child or its forgotten one. You are a whole person with a whole life, far bigger than any screen. And maybe the greatest act of rebellion in the digital age is choosing to value yourself even when the internet doesn't. Because the real cost of chasing popularity online is forgetting your own worth. And the real reward of stepping back is finally remembering it. A person puts their phone down, walk outside, breathes. If you made it this far, thank you for being here. Remember, you don't have to be popular online to matter. You already matter, even offline.